Dear trans people of the UK, the end of suffering. I know we're all sore with recent developments with the Gender Recognition Act, and perhaps for this day there's not much to be done apart from seek and take comfort from your friends, from those that care and love you, from your family, should you be so lucky. Take that comfort, lick your wounds, rest a while, and let the future unfold in a happier, more positive way. Action will be taken, never fear, never doubt that. But for now, allow yourself to rest and relax and nourish yourself. Will I talk to you in a way to relax you and also to bring about a feeling of positivity and upliftment with some thoughts that I had today. From my observations, that what I saw on social media, and from the views and the opinions of people, and what I told myself today. For what I told myself today that helped and healed, I will also tell and remind you, in the hope that it is helpful to you too. Just sit in a seat, close your eyes, begin to breathe slightly more deeply. Just get comfortable while I talk to you. Allow the music to play in the background. And if all we can do is just rest just now, feel our feelings, then that is okay. In fact, it's perfectly fine. If you will, while you're doing that, imagine a 6-pointed star above your head, a white star, shining down white silver light, like you're held in the beam of a torch. Allow that light just to uplift your mind and just to cleanse your body. And while that happens, breathe ever so deeply, and breathe even deeper, deeper than you've ever done before, to the base of your lungs. The silence, the quiet of our heart and mind can be found at all times. And in that silence of our heart and our mind, we can find a deep and profound love. A deep and profound love for ourselves. And we can generate from that love hope. And we can generate from that sense of self, our love within, hope. Fully supported by the universe to amplify our thoughts and our feelings that return back to us. And just for now, my trans friends, my brothers, my sisters, my non-binary siblings, let's take a wee journey together. The End of Suffering was the song that I had in mind while I was considering what I can possibly do for my siblings. Right now it may be hard. Maybe hard at whatever time you come across this recording. However, through all of life's valleys and hills, there's always a little something, a little somewhere, just to keep us going. And we do better when we accept the help and support of our friends, when we accept the help and support of our allies, those that love us best, can step forward and support in so many, many ways. Many will take to writing emails and sticking up and protecting us from a world that is very unfair and judges us on issues that often are not even true. And together, jointly, we can turn our back on them and face the light, and face the light and truth of who we truly are. I know in a world that is full of judgment, only those that have truly been judged, and that is most of us, no matter our sexual orientation, or colour of our skin, or gender, most have been judged and felt the sting and the slap of that judgment, so therefore can use empathy to see your plight. And in the heart that is open and loving, that is compassionate, they're often spurred to action. Rest assured that it will unfold. Whether we get help or not, it will unfold, and there will be a brand new future. At these times, right in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, we have already saw great things happening in society and the world, and people standing up for the rights of those that have rights taken from them. We have saw people stand up and speak out. It is simply not true that nobody cares. Very many people care, but perhaps need guidance and direction on how best to support us, and how to make it a fairer, brighter, better society for every single one of us, when all of us are treated with dignity and respect. All of society improves. Remember that in days of old, before countries were colonized, gender fluidity or transition and sexuality was readily welcomed and readily accepted, and those that belonged within that category were the healers and the shamans, the wise people that had many skills and talents for tribes and for the society. We have always been here, and we always will be here. It's only the alleged progression of certain societies that grew tight like concrete around cultures and forbid and outlawed practices that have been and are unremarked upon through cultures throughout all of human history. Some people of today, they seem to have forgotten that, and we are just here to remind them to go back to the olden days when much of society was in some way more civilized than it is today. It's a return to the heart-based, heart-centered living. It's a return to true unity consciousness, which many of the spiritual people are prone to talking about, and very, very many of them actually put it into their daily practice of life. And yes, We're all just learning, both them and us, but we're learning nevertheless. So there is hope in society. And even if those actions aren't big enough, they can comfort us and help us on our journey while we save ourselves, while we do the activism, while we do the activist work, while we go to newspapers and take the uncomfortable decision to do interviews and television documentaries and talk on Twitter and Facebook and walk in the street with our head held high, no matter how afraid we may feel, but to walk with our head held high, for we are truly doing nothing wrong. Breathe in the hope from the star, and breathe in the hope and the love from society. Allow it to strengthen your own self-esteem, your own feelings of love, to generate even more hope deep within yourself, as you come to know a little more of who you truly are, while the world talks about being genuine, truthful, and authentic. We know, my trans siblings, we know how much strength and courage that actually takes to do it every single day to the level that we do it to. And let's just give each other and ourselves a pat on that back, a pat on our back, just that we made it through today. We may even have washed our faces, got up, got dressed, and done what we had to do today, but so far so good. We made it. And there'll be varying levels of success, and that's okay. Some days are just like that. While you're breathing deeper, becoming more and more calm, more and more still, just take to heart a few of the things and thoughts that occurred to me and helped me today. When a woman challenged me and said, and I'm going to say this in a totally different way from many of yous have heard it. When a woman challenged me today and said, God made no mistakes, I said yes, 100% I agree. You see, the physical body evolves more slowly than the heart and the minds. And how I interpret it is God making no mistakes, then He fully intended to place me in a body, to place me upon the earth, and for my heart and my mind and my energy to evolve quicker than my body, because it's okay. The body has some ways of catching up, but the heart and my mind and my energy evolved. And perhaps some of the reason that we're here is to eradicate gender roles and the fixation that all we are our bodies. We are much more than that. We are hearts and minds and energies and spirits, and perhaps some of you will agree, souls. But we are much more than what any of us see in front of us. So my interpretation of God making no mistakes was, with cheer and happiness, genuine sincerity and joy, you're absolutely right. God makes no mistakes, and it is you who is misinformed and thinking out of alignment with the workings and the way of the divine mind and the divine heart. Today I looked in the mirror and looked slightly different than I did yesterday. Not that I am physically different, but sometimes when we're lower or where there's been harsh criticism or judgment, it becomes a little harder to see your beauty, to see what's precious in our eyes. Eyes being the window of the soul, to see the love and the compassion, or the absolute determination to hold on to life, to have a wonderful life. Sometimes it's just a little harder to see that. But I searched for a while, and I found some affirmations. And after saying them, I looked even different, but this time different better. So if you have not, whether you look in the mirror or not, if you have not thought of yourself in a kind or loving way today, then think of it now. Breathe in deeply and exhale, either saying or thinking, I am beautiful. And every time you breathe in, breathe out, I am handsome, should that apply to you. I am light slowed down to manifest upon the physical world. I am the direct expression of the divine in physical matter. I am light, I am handsome, I am pretty, I am love, I am loved. I'm loved so dearly by spirit and so dearly by friends. I love myself. I find myself to be honourable, upright, trustworthy, and true. True to my dream and true to my vision of who I am and who I thought I could be. I find myself fully alive in this world, alive and becoming more full with the excitement and the joy of living. Who said it would ever be easy? But one thing for sure, it will always be possible. It will always be possible to be who you are, who you were designed to be, who you were truly, truly meant to be. Be the me you were meant to be. Be it so deeply inside yourself that who you are, your unique expression, shines out all over the place. You are love. You're attractive. You're a good person. And even if some of that expression is one of defiance and one of absolute determination, then how fantastic is that? That could be exactly right for now. While the world does not understand the Gender Recognition Act, how important it is to us to self-identify, that it would save the UK considerable cost for us to self-identify. Waiting times in the hospitals would be less, and the whole process would move on further and faster, like it has in Southern Ireland, without a hiccup or a complaint. That in the UK, that would also be the case. That we would move on in a way that was beneficial to the country and to ourselves and to the whole trans community if self-identification happened. Despite the governmental consultation coming back as 70% in approval, the government just now are doing what governments do for their own reasons. But we can try and hold them to accountability over the results, as they did decide to leave for better or worse. They decided to leave Brexit on a vote of 51%, and yet on 70% they will not uphold the Gender Recognition Act. But that's okay. For now it's just a short setback. We can deeply cherish and deeply honour and identify ourselves anyway. No one can show you or tell you or force you within the safety of your own mind, within the safety of your own heart. Yes, they may insult or hurt or harm or try to coerce you otherwise, or use influence, but you can resist that right within yourself. Just resist it, just push it off, and know that only you and you alone truly know who you are, what sustains you in the middle of the night, what your hopes and dreams and how long you felt like this actually is. And for today, just affirm, I am what I am. I am just this. I am what I am, and what I am is. And just describe once again who it is you are. In my case, I am what I am, and what I am is transmasculine man. Since transition, I have found a degree of freedom and happiness I could never have believed existed. Yes, society leaves a lot to be desired, but yet within myself I am safe, I am secure, and I am happier than ever. And because, and especially when that is high and that is so, pushing aside the worries, cares, concerns, or ridiculous ideas of society is very easy. I am what I am, and what I am proud of who I am and who I am becoming. Every day I am proud of who I am and who I am becoming, without limitation and not chained to views or opinions that are not my own. I am the spirit of freedom. I am what I am. Find yourself, the quietest place within your heart, within your mind, and generate from experience a little moment offering you some emotion, some feelings of peace or well-being, or strength, absolute thunderous strength. The peace Perhaps the peace of the quiet of the evening. Perhaps the rest and the softness and sweetness of the night. Find just within yourself something that will uplift you, and something that will hold you. During these times, something that will hold you, or something that will uplift you at any time necessary. Allow that feeling to grow like a burning, rising sun in your chest. A sun that does not burn, but that shines so brightly from your chest, from your heart, from deep within your heart, radiating light out, and allow that radiated light to hold your most treasured, most special visions and memories of yourself, and project that from your heart, using the sun, the gentle sunshine, very far into the future, with, of course, your memory of strength or determination or love or compassion. Compassion for yourself. Allow it to generate so far into your future and all around you. It's as if you're sitting in a bubble of that warmth, of that radiant sunshine, of that feeling of love or compassion or joy. And just hold that feeling, allowing it to intensify. Allow it to intensify with every breath you take. Allow it to be even more secured, deeper and deeper into very, very core of your being. You are self-respect, and you are pride. You and you alone will decide who you are. All of life with that attitude and that emotion will be very easily navigated. You are strong and you're sure, and you have confidence in all your skills and all your abilities. Allow that confidence to grow even more within yourself, becoming even greater than you ever thought possible. Allow it to radiate that gentle sunlight, that warmth. Allow it to radiate from your heart through every cell of your body and every part of your energy system, all the way out to the further regions of who you are. Allow it to pulse feelings of well-being and feelings of joy wherever you may be. And just hold your feelings for a few moments more. Fully expand with the sheer pleasure of what you're feeling. And should you need to come back to listen to this recording again, then please do so, or do so every single day, just for maintenance. Allow the feeling of well-being, peace, joy, or peace, determination and absolute strength to fill you full, so that when practiced, this can happen in a mere second. And please enjoy those feelings after this recording has finished, I'll allow the music to play for a little longer and allow it to do its job with you. And when you come back, after the music has stopped, come back holding every bit of passion and love and feeling of well-being. Allow it to sustain you. Take only what you need and only the good and the positive from anything I have said. And when you're coming back, allow your energy to still and calm a little more as your energy comes closer and closer to your body again. Imagine yourself as a flower, and that bloom is wrapping up tight all around you, and the energy goes from the top of your head all the way down to your feet, down the back, down the spine itself. Imagine the spine, imagine the spine like a rod of light, to shoot down into the earth all the way to the centre, to the very centre of the earth itself, and anchor in love and well-being, compassion, self-respect and beauty deep within the core of the earth for yourself, and as you have it for yourself, all others can also benefit. Allow the shine from the star above to become gentler and gentler, to fade in intensity and to become even gentler still. Thank you for your time and attention. Very many thanks.